Welcome back everyone, Mariah here, and in today's video, we're going to be going over the price of Bitcoin, going to be giving you some very interesting facts around Celsius, and just going over what I'm seeing on the charts and kind of what the sentiment is in the current space. So, Celsius is burning supposedly $1.5 million a day on salaries. And so obviously I'm a firm believer that a lot of people need to get axed. I think there's still like 62 people employed there, which is ridiculous in my opinion. It's like the longer this goes on, the more that money could be used to obviously paying all of us back. So another thing is Celsius paid for 1.5 months of work, $3 million to their restructuring lawyer. That is pretty freaking wild. So, saw this today. Bitcoin price is pinned below 20,000, but No Shit Coin says bulls could target 21,000 going into the October 21st 510 million BTC options situation there. So that's one thing that you should take into consideration. A lot of people believe that volatility is incoming. I think that's pretty likely. So we're seeing earnings season come upon us here, and so that is going to really create, I think, a lot of volatility and create quite a bit of an influence on stocks across the board. We just saw Netflix earnings come out, which they've gained 2 million users, huge improvement from two last earnings, I believe, or the two previous quarters. And so I think earnings are probably going to surprise most people, that they're going to probably be more in the positive direction. But let's now go over the price of Bitcoin and check out the charts and see what Bitcoin is up to. Bitcoin is currently sitting at $19,280. It's down a little bit on the day. This right here is a 7-day chart. So once again, we are seeing a Bitcoin really struggle to get over that moving average right there. I've said this a million times. I'm waiting for that green moving average to cross over the red to be pretty sure that the bottom is probably in. Okay, but we are quite far away from that. Let's go and take a look here at the daily chart. This right here is a daily chart on Bitcoin. As you can see, once again, struggle getting over that moving average. I'm curious to see throughout the rest of the week if Bitcoin can make a higher high and get above the high of this candle, which is 19,954. Let's go and take a look here at the 12-hour chart on Bitcoin. 12-hour chart is actually looking pretty weak here, as we've seen pullback here on this particular candle, which has 2 hours and 30 minutes left. So Bitcoin actually showing some weakness here, as I see on the 12-hour. This right here is a 4-hour chart, which has made a lower low. So 4-hour chart not looking too good. We're actually seeing quite a bit of weakness here on Bitcoin. So I think a decent buying opportunity is probably coming up. Do not be afraid to set your buy orders of where you think Bitcoin is headed next right here. Hourly chart also looking very weak. 30-minute chart here looking weak. So across the board, we are seeing quite a bit of weakness here on Bitcoin. So it's funny here. You could for example, this right here is a 930 candle. This is in the stock market open, and Bitcoin fell. Let's go and see percentage-wise how much. Bitcoin fell 2%. Okay, so pulled back 2. And then at 10:30, approximately had a reversal. And as you can see here, it kind of started trading sideways. And then this dip that came in over here just above $19,000. And then since then, we have seen a little bit of a bump in the price of Bitcoin. But as you can see here, a lot of correlation still with the stock market. Let's go ahead and see Ethereum. It's always good to check Ethereum, although I am mainly focused on buying back into Bitcoin. It's always good to check Ethereum because sometimes Ethereum leads the way. So this right here is a 7-day chart. Red 9 coming in. So weekly charts pretty much look the same. Let's see if we also see some similarities. So as you can see here, Bitcoin is basically getting battered down by that moving average. As you can see here on Ethereum, it really hasn't came too close to that range over the past few days. So it's kind of came to the $1,340 range, and the moving average is up here just above $1,400. So it really hasn't flirted much with that particular moving average. This right here is the 12-hour, which has failed to make a higher high and showing some weakness. So just like on Bitcoin as well. 4-hour chart here also failed to make a higher high here. Be curious to see how it pulls back and to see if it can hold the low of this candle right here, which is 1263. This right here is a 1-hour chart. week, lower lows, 30-minute chart, week, lower lows. Let's go and take a look at the 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart picking up a little bit here, and let's see, 5-minute chart looking very similar to the Bitcoin chart, as it basically right here at 9:30 it started trading downwards. Let's see from like how much percentage it dropped. It dropped more than Bitcoin, so it dropped about 2.7%, traded sideways, had another drop for the day, and then recovering a little bit. So it's kind of what we're seeing on Ethereum, very similar to Bitcoin. Ethereum is not leading the way. This right here is a Coinbase stock. Let's go and take a look here at the 7-day chart on Coinbase. So November 3rd is earnings, if you want to keep an eye there. There's definitely, I was kind of looking at the Coinbase chart from a volatility perspective, probably more opportunity to trade Coinbase than Bitcoin, actually, if you're kind of focused on volatility. This right here is a 7-day chart. So there is a possibility that this green crosses over the red here on Coinbase before Bitcoin, which could be a leading factor of getting in on Bitcoin. So I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on that, actually. I think there is a possibility that it could lead the way, but earnings are going to be very, very interesting. I'm actually going to be keeping a pretty close eye here on the Coinbase stock. This right here is the daily chart. You could see having struggle getting over that particular moving average. Let's go and take a look here at the 12-hour chart. Same thing on the 12-hour chart, 4-hour chart, just kind of like some sideways trading. So I am definitely anticipating some serious volatility. HNT sitting at $4.45. We have Link sitting at $7.09. Wave sitting at $3.38. We have Cake sitting at $4.44. Celsius sitting at 95 cents. We have Nexo sitting at 88 cents. So just some other coin prices there in the market. So when we look, for example, at SPY, this right here is a 4-hour chart on SPY, looking pretty healthy there with the higher high, anticipating to kind of get rejected over here in this like 380, 390 range. I would expect it to have some struggle getting over that, but we also have to consider earnings season. Earnings are going to play definitely a big role here. SPY looking strong on the 1-hour chart. Let's go ahead and head back over because SPY was showing strength on the 1-hour chart, but as you can see here, Bitcoin showing actually quite a bit of weakness on the hourly chart. So that's kind of what we're seeing there. When it came to marijuana stocks today, we saw, let's see here. Can I move my box? There we go. We saw a lot of marijuana stocks up, 3 to 6% today. A couple down, but mostly green for the most part, with Tilray sitting at $3.38. So that's something to consider there. So, like I said, volatility is incoming. I'm going to be keeping a closer eye here on some buying opportunities. Not a bad idea to make sure you have your buy order set so that you're ready to go, because you're probably going to be sleeping when the buying opportunity comes and you do not want to miss it. So that is all that I have for you today. As always, go out there and create a portfolio that you love.